It's hard to believe it's been almost 17 days since I last did a 2-box nickel hunt. That streak, though, ends today. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure and welcome back to the channel. 17 days since my last 2-box nickel hunt. Kind of crazy. Normally I do a couple episodes every 10 days, but here we are, episode number 211 of the entire playlist, but only boxes 72 and 73 for the Series 4 book. Only missing 3 nickels, and of course, if we find buffalo nickels, we'll try to slot some of those as well. I got a couple of different boxes here. Pop the top of this tall box. We have circulated nickels. Look through the holes in the bottom of this box. Circulated nickels. So without further ado, we are going to get right to this hunt. As soon as I have a find in this first box, you know I'll bring you guys back in. Roll number 1 is going to kick us off with an early Jefferson nickel. A 1941 out of Denver. Roll number 4, we've got a nice find. It's our first 2024 Denver Jefferson nickel. And if you don't know why these are important, check out this video right here. Either way, I'm trying to fill up another tube of these. They sell like hotcakes. I'm getting $125 per circulated roll every time I fill one up. And I think I only need like 11 to make another roll. This is a fresh one, so I know how many we find in this 2-box hunt. Now let's get back to the hunt. We're up to roll number 19 now, and I haven't filmed a lot because we haven't had a lot of 40s finds, although we're getting a lot of 50s finds. I already have 4 2024 Denvers, and I've also found my first 2024 Philly Jefferson nickel as well, so I'll take that. I bring in, though, because we finally have our second find from the 40s, and it's going to be a 1940 Philadelphia. Roll number 20. We've got a pretty nice 1947 Jefferson nickel here. I believe that's Philadelphia as well, but we'll just scope it just in case. Yeah, just a little damage right there. Almost looked like an S naked eye, but it's not. 1947 Philadelphia. Roll number 24 is going to give us a really nice 1946 Jefferson nickel. Don't see them struck like this too often. Would love it to be a San Francisco one because that's a lower mintage. And it's not. It's just a well-struck 1946 Philly. And you know what? It has kind of that war nickel toning. You always got to wonder if you have a 46 silver planchet. Hard to detect or find out, though, because the silver content's only 35%, but this one has kind of that look. Either way, it's a well-struck 1946. Could be an upgrader for the album. Roll number 30. Another 1947 Jefferson nickel. Also from Philadelphia. Roll number 36 is going to give us a semi-key-date Jefferson nickel, and at first I thought it was going to be a proof coin. You can see it has that proof look to it, 1955, and it is a Philadelphia. And I know it looks like a proof, but a proof strike would have much better detail and would have some full steps. This coin looks like it's been polished. There is a chance it was struck through grease, and it does have kind of the struck through grease look, but it just doesn't have enough detail on any of the coin to tell me that it is a proof strike. I think it is a 1955 Philadelphia business strike, polished and cleaned semi-key date Jefferson nickel and not a proof. You guys can let me know down below, but I'm 99% sure. Either way, it's still a better date. Unfortunately, we won't be using it because it's not in great condition. We'll take it. I don't normally show the 50s finds, but if it's going to be a semi-key, we got to. Now let's get back to the hunt. Roll number 43. We've got another Jefferson nickel from the 40s. A 1940 Philadelphia. Roll number 50 of the box will give us yet another Jefferson nickel from 1947. And you know what? This time it has an S mid-mark. 47S is not a semi-key date or a key date, but is definitely a lower minted nickel, and I will take that. We finish up this roll and we'll be back with a recap of the first box finds. All right, that's going to wrap up this first box of the 2-box hunt. And yeah, there were no buffalo nickels, and typically I find buffalo nickels in the tall boxes, and there was no silver nickels, but 31 finds on the board. We have 9 nickels from 2024, 8 being the Denver, 1 being the Philly, and we also have a 2009 lower minted nickel as well from Denver. So even if I took out those 10 modern nickels, still 21 older Jeffersons, and you can't get mad at that. The best finds of all of these are going to be the 55P, although it's polished. We got a 47S better date, a nice 46, a nice 47 at the bottom, and we even got, where is it at, a 53S, also a lower mintage. So again, nothing truly exciting, but some better dates, a lot of the modern stuff that I'm looking for that sells like hotcakes, and overall a decent box in its own right. Now, we move on to box number 2. Hopefully we get some silver, maybe a buffalo nickel, and if we're so lucky, one of the 3 nickels we need for the Series 4 album. See if I can get this open one-handed. Man, you know what? Let me do it off camera, and I'll be right back. All right, we've got it popped. Let's take a quick peek at the top side. Definitely have some older Jefferson nickels showing up in here, but no fancy enders that I can see as of yet. All right, let's continue with the hunt. Hopefully we get some more finds. Hopefully some more 2024s. And like I said, maybe a buffalo nickel or a silver nickel. Well, we're on roll number 13 of box number 2. It's been a pretty slow box. I think only 150s fine so far, but I bring in because we have our first from the 40s. It's a damaged 1947, but it's from Denver, and that will give us the 1947 PD&S set at least. 13 rolls into the box. Roll number 14. Maybe we broke the seal. Another 40s find. A 1941 out of Denver. Roll number 18. Roll 68 of the hunt will give us a 1948 Jefferson nickel from Philly. Roll number 69. A 1941 Jefferson nickel, also from Philly. Roll 70. Another Jefferson nickel from 1940, and that's a 40 Denver. Roll number 71. Yet another 1947 Jefferson nickel in pretty nice condition from Philadelphia. Roll number 77. A Jefferson nickel from 1940. And I think that's a 40 Denver. No, it's a 40 San Francisco. We'll definitely take that one. Roll number 83 is going to give us our first foreign coin of the hunt. Thought I'd see a Canadian by now, but we're actually going to have a Mexican peso from 2022. Nice condition as well. We'll keep that one for the collection. Roll number 85, and it's our favorite year again. Another 1947 from Denver. Lots of 47s. Lots of 59s. No silver or buffaloes yet. Roll number 89. We've got a 40s Jefferson nickel here. A 1948 Denver. We're on roll number 95, and it looks like we're going to get some silver after all, and I missed it by the edge. Hunting through this roll, bringing them down, flattening them out. I can see a 1943 there, and somehow I missed it. Well, yeah, it doesn't even have the green patina to it. So that's how I missed it, but we have a silver nickel found in the hunt, a 1943 San Francisco. We need the 42S, but still a nice find. We did not get silver skunked. Hopefully we won't get buffalo nickel skunked, but still a lot of finds on the board. Roll number 96. We've got a 1941 Jefferson nickel out of Philly, and I can already see it since I have you here, a 1958 Denver. Roll number 97. We found our first Jefferson nickel from 1949, and it's a 49 Philadelphia. Well, we finished box number 2 of the 2-box hunt. Let me get the board set up with total finds and best finds and bring you back with a recap of that in just a moment. All right, I am back with all the finds laid out. We actually have 63 finds on the board. We had 31 finds in box 1 and 32 more in box 2. And I know there was nothing super exciting, but that's a lot of finds overall. And let me just cover the best ones down here with you guys. We got that Mexican peso in great shape. We got 2 low minted 2009 Denver nickels. We got 12 2024 Denver nickels, and those are going for like $4 or $5 a piece. And we got another 2024 nickel, but this one was from Philly, first I have seen. Next, we have some lower mintages. We have a 47S nickel in decent shape, a 1953S nickel, not in that great a shape, and a 1955 semi-key date Philadelphia Jefferson nickel that looks like it's been polished. On top of that, we have a couple of decent coins here that might be upgraders, a 46p and a 47p. They're not the best as far as the finish on them, but they have great details, and these coins are hard to find in great condition out there in circulation. And then finally, at the bottom of the board, a surprising silver nickel that I missed by the edge because it's not really green. It's a 43S, a little bit better mintage than the other ones, but it's in trashy shape, and it's not the 42S that we needed. I don't think for sure that we're going to have any upgrades, but let me just double check, see if we do, and we'll get back to you guys with a look at the books and some final thoughts on this fun 2-box nickel hunt. All right, we have finished comparing today's finds to the albums. As you know, nothing for the Buffalo nickel book. We have slotted 9 out of the 64 so far in 2025 through 24 boxes. We have found 10 total. One was a duplicate. We were surprisingly able to upgrade a couple of nickels in the Series 4 album, both from 1947. We upgraded that beautiful 1947 Philly and a decent 1947 San Francisco. So, after 73 boxes now searched for Series 4, we're still missing the same 3 nickels. That's the 39S, the 42S silver, and the 50D. But getting 2 late edition upgrades is always nice, and you can't get mad at that. On top of that, I have now 43 of the 2024 Denvers, so I'll pull out the best 40 and make a roll out of that and offer it up on eBay. And we have our first 2024 P, plus this silver jar gets a little silver snack. Hopefully, despite the fact that we didn't find any of the better dates and it wasn't a bunch of Buffaloes and V-nickels, you guys still enjoyed this 2-box nickel hunt. I sure know I did. Can't get mad at what we got and what we can sell. If you did, you know I certainly would appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting and thanks for watching. It's not much silver, but it is still silver for the 2025 silver jar.